2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, what a gorgeous day as this event kicks off our featured group. Well, we've got two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Yeah, so this week their goal is to beat Jon Rahm. Henny, that is by no means an easy feat.
No, if Jon Rahm is fired up, sparks could fly, you want to be out of the way, and he's just going to go straight through like a Spanish bull.
Yes, he's fire and brimstone, isn't he, Jon Rahm? All the Americans couldn't beat him in a Ryder Cup. This player, well, it's an ambitious rivalry to say the least.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
Come on, don't be shy.
Well, Rich, that's got to feel good. Opening the first with an under-par score.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He finds himself in a share of the lead. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left. And if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
And he's down there. You got to read?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
This one's tracking.
That's inside the range.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And here we are with their fourth. Oh, and that shot goes in. That'll be a birdie. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
This one has eyes for the hole. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number 1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the John Rahm era right now. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Sitting at 4 under for the day, currently in the lead. Going with the pitching wedge here.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
This putt is about 8 feet.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Ooh, right by the hole. And that should secure the par on this one. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Another fine-looking strike, this one. It'll find the green. An opportunity for a birdie here. Let's go to John Rahm.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Oh, that's absolutely beautiful out of the sand. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
6 feet remaining to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will move him to 6 under par. We'll now move over to John Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Going with a 3-wood here. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
That was a gallant attempt. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Let's go to John Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Those are the kind of putts the best in the world make with monotonous regularity. leading by 5 shots after that.
The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass's Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number 1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
And it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now.
As you make the turn here at TPC Sawgrass, the 10th hole is a clever one.
Pretty basic par 4, just 424 yards to the back tee. Players take out a hybrid or a 3-wood, hit it out to the right-hand side, which will leave a short second shot. However, lots of undulations on this green, so make sure your second shot is the correct distance.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Chance to move to 8 under here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Hey, nice looking line. A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
So exciting to have an eagle putt here. Oh, what a great stroke. Oh, sensational putt, that one. A big play at the right time, and their rival is now shaking in their boots. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
He's currently sitting in first place. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just a decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them.
Little birdie look in here.
That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead.
Currently 10 under for the event. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Let's go to John Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And there it goes from the sand. Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead.
There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot, but if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
This putt for a spot in the top 5.
If that's the right pace, this should drop. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, I like the look of this. Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Oh, that was a touch of class. I wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. 4 feet to the cup. That's tracking. But that putt drops now 13 under par, heading down the stretch.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Opting for the 5-iron. That's a pretty handy shot. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Get in. For eagle.
We'll now move over to John Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, what a ripper from long range.
And look out, guys, this rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
Was on a good line. Putting for par.
Let's go to John Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green, somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
This is always a good moment. A putt to win the tournament. Oh, just missed. Hopefully they won't take that too badly. There's another chance here to close it. And that'll do it, Rich. Players Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
Well, Rich, we saw from the get-go that this player was right on song this week, just a class above.
Luke, it's always fun to see a player when they are in flight as they were this week. It was a blast to watch. Unbelievable job all around.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.